I stayed a firefighter because, damn, I look good in the uniform.
Come on, look at me. When I saw my ass in the mirror, I was like, damn, I would tap that.
Don't go out there half-cocked. I'm going out full-cocked.
Okay. Did you give her your A game?
It was more like my C game.
That's a lot of game.
My guts hanging over my belt, my ass crack is showing, my pants are baggy. Ugh. All is right with the world.
Girls and boys, are you ready to make some noise?
All right, there's nothing to see here. Except the guy with his head in the fence.
Period sync up, Lucy and I will be unstoppable.
I wonder if there's anything we can sing.
Piss cycles! God damn it, it's like a clown car of idiots!
So let's get twisted. Oh, let's get twisted.
That is one big python between your legs.
Part of my new exotic dance routine.
Chief finds it, he's gonna blow a gasket.
He'll never know it's here. Trust me.
God, oh my God.
Okay.
I don't like you being this close to my muscle.
Is
My
this just
manager, Hassie, she's prepared a statement.
Yes, I'll speak for him. Please don't talk. Just
Cover the mic. I got it. So say that. Go ahead.
All right.
Your first adventure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. How do you guys like it so far?
This is the very first thing I've done.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
we literally just walked in, ate some cheese and grapes,
Oh.
and now we're here. So we're not sure what to expect.
Yeah, that's a great start.
It is. It's a pretty good start to any day, right? I mean, can't complain. You know you've made it when there's limitless cheese and grapes in your green room.
The good life, yo.
How does it feel? Oh, that's normal. So how does it feel now that you guys are going into season 2? I mean, expectations, new storylines, character development. Any yeah, please do elaborate. It's a very general question, but I mean,
No, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Obviously, not obviously, but we're super stoked to do another season. We're doing a few more this time. We did 10, and now we're doing 13, which is great. You know, when you do things like this and you first season is sort of feeling everything out, you know, we realize that we don't like each other at all, which is good to just get that out there and try to, you know, separate the characters and real life. Just kidding. It's too shit. But in the second season of things, then they tend to write for the characters, which is always cool. And we're just stoked. We have so much fun, so we're excited to get back at it.
Yeah, I think just to add on top of that, what's so nice is that, you know, Kevin, Steve write the show, direct the show, produce the show, and also are our friends, I think. So in that time, they've gotten to like know us better too. So they like write in our voice, and I think, you know, they have such a clear picture of who we are and what we bring to our characters. So it's cool to like see that in the scripts, and I think like season 2, I think is gonna blow season 1 out of the water. So.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There's some space for improve. Something like this coming from you, not from them. Shooting.
Do we do a lot of improv? Is that what you say? Go ahead.
Yes. We do a lot of improv. I think, if anything, this season we have to make a real effort to get the scripted version down first, and then we let this guy off the leash.
True story. It's so fun. I mean, it's nerve-wracking sometimes. It's funny because you get that question like, do you prefer drama or comedy? And it's a tough one to answer. But I think, for me anyways, I feel like drama is like, you sort of know what to expect. You can work on your stuff, get it correct, know you're coming in, and you know, nothing's going to be changed. I mean, it will, but you can prepare. I feel like for this stuff, you know, you get a general idea. I mean, I don't even really look at the stuff that much before we get there because it can change so much.
Yeah.
And you're just expected to come up with something. And if you're coming in through the door, they're like, great, try something else. You're like what? I don't have any, you know. So there's that added pressure, but it's a good pressure. It's super fun. And
It keeps it exciting and fresh.
And that we're allowed to do that. You know, there's a lot of shows and things that they would like to, and there's, you know, we're going to let you improv, we're going to do this once we get the scripted one, but we really do get to do that here. And then if watching season 1 and 2 is they keep tons of it, tons of the improv and the stuff that you make up. So now, you know, now we're expected to do it, right?
Yeah,
So careful
totally.
what you wish for. I guess, right?
Sweet. The first season has more of like an episodic approach to things, but are there any more like larger recurring arcs or like things that carry over for the characters this year that you can talk about?
I mean, you have one. You have a little like couple of episodes.
I think also there's an arc between like the familial aspect of like Steve playing my uncle and Kevin playing my father, and my dynamic with the two of them, and how I'm kind of slowly. Eddie Panisi is his name, and they say that the Panisi in me is coming out, so we'll see how that plays out.
I think like the nature of it being a half-hour comedy is they kind of need to be standalone episodes, right? You know, to how you consume it is you can watch one and go, oh, that's funny, and I get it to beginning, middle, and an end. So like season arcs and stuff, maybe light ones, but there are a couple of episodes like. Without giving anything away, like the one with your friend, I think that spans a couple of episodes, right? But they're generally still standalone, like yeah.
You can jump in anywhere.
Right.
Yeah, the first season was great. I think one of the awesome things is having you guys all here together. It seems like you guys all have really good chemistry. When someone new joins the crew or joins on set, has been easy for them to just jump in after like I said, everybody I feel.
I'd say the cool thing about Steve and Kev is that they hire their friends, and so it's like people that are already in the tribe, and that they're just like excited to like get in on the laughs with, and it's such a smooth transition. So so far it's been super easy and cool.
And we do get along so well. I mean, look at these assholes. Like, come on.
Oh my God, look at them.
But we really do get along so well, so it makes it a lot easier. But I think it's, you know, it's funny because this season we have a lot more guest stars coming in, and it'll be interesting to see how it goes, because it's not intimidating, but I mean, it is like we talk over each other. The energy's crazy, and we're constantly, so to jump in and have to insert yourself in there, it's welcoming, and it's all that stuff. So, you know,
it took me some time to establish dominance.
Right? Yeah, there you go. Easy for you to say. Establish what?
Dominance. We all came in on red eyes, so.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the blanket excuse we'll use all day, right?
Yeah.
Listen,
came in on a red
not
eye.
drunk. We're coming on a red eye.
So Comic-Con is all about the fans, the stories, the amazing medium that is released on a daily, yearly, monthly basis. I know you guys just roll in a red eye, but do you have some time later to like check out some of the booths or some of the panels yourself?
Yeah, I'm so excited to go walk around. This is my first Comic-Con, so I'm just like stoked, and I'm gonna go geek out. I'm like the queen of not playing it cool, so I'm gonna go walk around.
Yeah, totally. No, we're stoked.
Yeah, totally.
To be
She
here.
never plays it cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, because essentially, that's what do we do any of this for? It's for fans. It's for people that are watching it and digging it, and none of this, no movie, not the biggest fucking spectacle, would be nothing without people that are into it. So it's absolutely what it's all about. 100%.
Kind of that too. It's really cool that you have so many real life firefighters that are fans of the show, not just in terms of thinking it's funny, but like for the authenticity of the show too. Has that been very validating?
That's amazing that you say that, because it really is. Because the one thing we don't goof on is the firefighting or the first responding or whatever. Everything else is, but the actual work of it and what it means. We're walking through the security gates and the stuff here. There's like the cops and the guys were the first ones to say, hey, love the show, thanks so much, and whatever. To get it from those guys all the time, and guys and gals, it's amazing. It's very cool, and we have a newfound for me, anyways. But just the respect for all of them and what they do, man. It's crazy.
Walking around in that kit is heavy.
Right? Yeah. Gear. It's no joke, man. And the 5 minutes we have to wear it. It is no joke wearing that.
That's not true. We wear it for a long time.
It's not, I know. I take the lining out of my shit though.
Yeah, he took the lining out of his. I'm method.
I would burn to death.
I keep it real. What are you guys thinking? Anything else? Any other burning questions?
Okay.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
This year, right? One phrase you're saying to describe your character in this season. can curse. Doesn't matter. Whatever.
I'm gonna go with tour de force.
Ooh, okay. After that first season, okay.
It's her favorite phrase to describe any show or actor.
That was so good.
Gabriel Hogan is a tour de force.
He is a tour de force in more ways than one. To describe Lucy's, I'm not sure. I don't know. For some reason, this saying that someone else came to me that's not really applicable, but I've been thinking about it all day.
Runaway freight train.
You have to. Runaway freight train. Yeah, I'll let him answer for me. No.
I guess you're her man.
Yeah, right.
He's just a tour de force
Whisper
to be reckoned
Whisper
with.
horrible answers. Tell them you're allergic to cheese. It means nothing.
It means you're lactose intolerant.
See? It's exhausting.
Do you guys have favorite episodes, either like overall or just for your characters in particular?
Yes. Full Moon Fever was my favorite episode. The one where Ike thinks he's turning into a werewolf.
That one's great.
Yeah. And Martin Starr was on it, had a guest spot on it. He's super funny. And it was cool because that was one of the first ones where we all split up too and went on different calls, you know, which is always fun when we get to go and do something. The stuff at the station was fun too, but that was, for me, it was fun because it was just ridiculous, pretending, you know, thinking I'm turning into a werewolf in some park in Woodland Hills at 4 a.m. It just went off the rails. Runaway freight train, see, like right back off the rails. Yeah.
Killing it.
I shouldn't point that out though. I should just leave it. Makes it not cool, but. What was your favorite episode? Same as mine? We can move on. It's probably the same.
Well, Gabriel Horgan. No, I liked that first episode where I came in, obviously.
Oh, yeah, of course. The one where you were introduced.
Yeah, because it was like my first time getting to work with you guys, and it was when you guys were still really nice to me, and I just like appreciate that it was such an innocent time. You guys protected my feelings so much back then.
Now it's all over.
that was a great episode. It was cool to see you come in because that was episode 3. Well, you know, you were in it, but where you really came in was episode 3, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And that was cool because we were all in a scene in the break room. Again, loud, big personalities, talking over each other and stuff. And she basically has to come in and go, "Shut up, everyone," and you know, lay it down. And it was probably daunting and tough. But I remember when you did that, we were all like, "Oh yeah, she's awesome. She's you know what I mean?"
One of us.
Yeah.
A tour de force in the making.
She was, wow, Runaway Freight Train. Let's stay with Runaway Freight Train. I'm not going to say tour de force, but.
All right, we've clearly gone weird on you guys, so thank you.
Keep going.
We just got here. We flew in last night.
Oh, you were on the red eye too? Okay.
And we were shooting yesterday.
Oh, wow. Okay.
How far in the season?
Huh? We're 10 days in shooting. So we kind of block episodes together, but we've got probably about 2 episodes done. Yeah, so little bits and pieces of different episodes. So we're well into it. Now we're well into it.
Gears are in motion.
Gears are in motion. We're moving.
All right, who's going to get the show on the road?
Boom.
Let's get the show on the road. That's a great term. Who's going first?
Let's keep it here.
Who's going first? Here, I'll ask the first question. How's everybody doing today?
Yeah. Great.
How long have you been at this table?
10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Are we your first interview?
Oh, no. We did have to get
But I mean, is Tacoma FD the first?
Got it. Okay, got it.
Yeah, here,
Season 2? What's going on with Season 2?
Season 2, we're
all the secrets.
just completed the second week of filming.
Yep.
We've got 13 episodes this season as opposed to 10 from the first season, and you know, we've met a lot of first responders now, firefighters who are fans of the show, and so you know, they're just telling us their personal stories, and we're turning them into comedy. So all, like the first season, all of the, or I should say, most of the set pieces are based on true stories of first responders.
Was that an important thing when you guys were developing the show, that you guys were bringing in these stories rather than?
I think so. I mean, the authenticity is a good thing, you know, and I think it. You know, we've gotten a lot of response from firefighters and first responders, and the guys who sit around the station and they watch the show together or whatever it is. And I think, you know, if they were going to call bullshit on it, I think that it wouldn't resonate. You know what I mean? But at least these are people who are like, oh, there's a sense of truth to this, and there's a sense of like, you know, these real funny stories are funnier than the stuff you can make up, kind of a thing. And I think that makes the show kind of resonate with people. You know?
I really love the fire and the dispensary episode from the first season. Do you guys have like a certain episode that you think is emblematic of the show, or like what you kind of see as the benchmark that you try to strive for? Just like one that's really good.
Yeah, I mean that's a great one. I think a lot of people responded to that. There was another one that people liked, the full moon one, where Will Sasso was in it. That one had a kind of a fun feel to it that I think a lot of people liked.
Yeah, I mean, the thing I like about the Full Moon Fever episode is that that's one of our little Flight of Fancy episodes. You know, where, I mean, the firefighters do tell stories about how on full moons, much like ER doctors, that things are a little bit crazy. The gravitational, the pull is different and makes people act crazy, but like, you know, one of the things we heard from a lot of firefighters is that they go out on these calls and they're always running into guys who have their junk stuck in things. And so, in some ways, it's turned out to be kind of the surreal episode of season 1. But I like that, because our approach is always to play things totally straight, as though they could happen in real life. But it's nice every now and then to take a little flight of fancy and do something else, you know, just to mix it up. So, you know, with us, just like our movies, I have no preference of the episodes. I love them all. I loved every episode we did in season 1. And that's that.
So with, you know, the first season we are introduced to these amazing characters, the story, the plotline. You as actors, are you given free will to kind of like improv at times? Because I know they have just tight schedule, different between, you know, comedy and drama scenes. So like, are you allowed to like be yourselves and improv?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I think we've learned over time. Like when we first started, we made independent films, and there was never money or time to do that kind of stuff. And I think we've learned to be more efficient, and also realizing that it's that third take where people go off script, where you get those little gems, those little funny things that you would never think of. And these guys are so great at that, to the point we didn't realize how good they were at it. So I think we'd be doing a disservice if we didn't have that kind of stuff or that kind of feeling, you know. So that's definitely a part of what we do. You know?
To even go further off of that, like I know you all have such a rich history with comedy and improv, and like True TV has even done live episodes of other shows. Would you be interested in trying to do like a live episode or something like that?
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'd like to do that.
Start the rumors.
Yeah.
Let's get the rumors going.
Let's get it going.
Sure. All right, let's do it.
A live musical episode.
Oh, wow. Yeah, let's do it. A live musical dramatic episode.
Yeah. No, we come from the stage comedy world, so that'd be definitely something.
Yeah, we started off. Broken Lizard originally was a sketch comedy group in New York City, and and we do stand-up comedy. Stage stuff is a whole different ball game, and it's. The feedback is incredible. The nerves you feel before going out on stage is, so powerful. And when you wrap it up at the end of the night and people are, enjoying what you did and you got through it together, I mean, it's so powerful. I have done a live TV movie.
Oh, you did, right? Failsafe.
Yeah. Now, I had no lines in it, so there was no pressure on me. But I rehearsed for 6 weeks, and I felt like I was part of the crew. But we're up for anything. It's so nice. Doing a TV show after all these years of doing movies has been incredibly refreshing. We tell each week we're shooting a new episode, a new story, and within each episode there's 3 different stories. And when we're writing it, we can bat around as many ideas as we possibly want to. So that's great. So I think whatever new opportunities we can do, we'd definitely be up for it.
First seasons, were you guys shooting that at any point during Super Troopers 2, or?
No, we had, I guess...
Was there an overlap?
No, Super Troopers 2, we wrapped Super Troopers 2 probably like a year before I think we even pitched the idea for...
Well, that was the intention. We knew when Super Troopers, what the release date was, which was 4/20, and so we knew that date. and so we timed the shooting of the TV show. We shot our pilot, and then Super Troopers 2 came out, and then we went and shot the rest of the season.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah.
You guys, oh, go ahead. Oh, do you guys have any stories from on set of fucking with each other and screwing with each other? Since you guys are so close and crew together.
Yeah. Well, yesterday we shot this scene. They were saying we shot this scene where he and I were wrapped, coiled in a boa constrictor. Based on a true story about the firefighters, they often get calls to get people's pets out of trees. Not cats, but people's pets. And, one of Cousin Bill's things was going up there and finding a gigantic snake up in a tree, and these firefighters had to figure out how to get the snake out. And so we wound up getting coiled in the snake, and he, of course, is on top of me. And so we spent about 6 hours with him on top of me, and he'd be up on his hands to relieve me of the weight. But then when the cameras would start rolling, he's like, "Are you ready?" I'd be like, I guess so." And then he would, with joy in his eyes, he would lower himself onto me, and I was like, "Oh, okay." And then, at one point he was sweating, and he knew I was totally trapped, and I was in the snake, totally trapped. He with the sweat on his brow, he looked at me in the eyes with a smile, and he just wiped his forehead across my chest. I don't want to tell you about the other things he did, but let's just say it's 30 years of being great friends allows him to get away with some of those things. And frankly, I was thankful that he's still doing those things.
I have a question about the creative process.
Yes.
Secret thing. The real life inspired them. Yeah, he was great. How do you get to this stage? Driving.
Might as well get it up.
It's we spend so much time with each other. And we have ideas separately too, but it's just like, it's particularly in TV, I think, anything that you think is funny, you can actually, TV is a 25-page script with 3 storylines. Anything that's happening, you can actually imagine it as something that would happen in a TV show. We used to do the saltine challenge with each other. Try to finish 6 saltines in a minute. Seems pretty benign, right? But I can't do it, but he can, because he's got a very wet mouth.
Super wet.
Super wet. And so we're like, hey, that would be a funny scene in a TV show, and it's something as simple as that. Or like, we thought, hey, my character, we'd like to see who my father is in the TV show. So that's a bigger idea. And, it's just, I think you just get hit with these little...
Yeah, you know the dynamic, and then you try to fill the dynamic with different stories or whatever. And then, but we have a writing staff that we work with, like one of the guys from Broken Lizard, Paul Soder, a few other writers we put together. And so basically what we'll do is we'll get the stories, we'll keep a big list of stories we have from firefighters or anybody, and then we'll go into that room with that list and just throw them around and see what works and what people like and what they think are funny. And it's the first time we've ever run a writing room before. We usually just do it ourselves, but it's been kind of fun to have other people to bounce ideas off of. So.
Yeah. But even it's like we go to a baseball game together, and the firefighters choir comes out and sings the national anthem, and we'll just look at each other. We're like, all right, we got to get something like that in there.
There's been some kind of rumblings about the Super Troopers 3 or even a Beer Fest sequel. Can you say anything about that, or is there any progress on either of those fronts?
Yeah, we're writing Super Troopers 3. We're a couple of drafts in, and we're negotiating with the studio to do that.
Yeah, that'll happen.
We've talked about Potfest, sequel to Beer Fest. That's kind of a farther away project, but something we definitely want to do. We have another script set up at a studio that could actually be the next Broken Lizard movie, just because it's a finished script as opposed to Super Troopers 3, which is still in the works. But Super Troopers 3 is definitely realistic, and I think definitely going to happen.
So what we doing here? Playing blackjack?
Yeah,
poker,
play a game.
Texas Hold'em, on spades if you really want to know. Anybody play spades?
Do you? Euchre? Does anybody play euchre? It's a Michigan thing.
Okay, all right, yeah, okay.
It's a
that
Michigan
makes sense.
thing. Anyways, I'm not good at any of these games.
Yeah, I don't play fucking games.
I don't play
So give
fucking
me these
games,
fucking
man. I'm
questions
straightforward.
right now.
I'm a serious motherfucker, man.
Fuck around.
Don't fuck around.
Right.
I don't play any games, man. You're talking to the
Dude,
minorities
so-
of the show. We've got serious
No, this is the
content.
aggressive side. We want to talk about Trump.
Hey,
we want to
man,
talk about
go.
immigration, baby. Come on.
All these people, man, trying to run our lives.
Fuck
Fuck this place.
I hate oppression. All right.
You guys don't know us here. Keeping us in these black walls.
Oh, I see what it is.
Oh.
Okay. Now it's okay to be in black.
No,
all
that's
right,
my
all
fault.
right.
Yeah, oh, cool, cool, yeah.
Cool. Put us in all the black space.
We're the tan walls.
Yeah. You know, hey,
You
it's
get
okay,
yours,
brother.
where mine?
It's okay, bro. It's okay.
God damn.
We shall overcome. We shall
Oh, I get it.
overcome.
They put us in this glass house.
Oh, yeah.
So people can't throw
Oh,
stones.
I'm sorry. I can't get out.
I can't get out either. I also can't mime. I'm bad at miming,
Just go
so I'm
through-
not
just
gonna
go
do
through
it.
the wall?
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk right through
cool.
that rope. Anyways, you have questions
There we
for
go.
us?
There we go. Stop us anytime,
So,
please.
we know you guys are only to season 2.
Yeah.
Filming, I think it's 2 weeks.
2 weeks
Yeah,
in.
2 weeks in.
But, I mean, is there anything that you can tell us about your creative in particular? I know it's spoiler-free.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you excited about?
I mean, yeah. I
Just
mean,
secrets? Okay, you guys. This mustache is not real. I would take it off, but I don't want to mess up the illusion.
Yeah.
All right.
And I die in the first episode.
I bring them back to life
He brings
through
me back
voodoo
in-
magic
voodoo
because,
magic.
of course, that's what they think of.
Yeah,
voodoo magic.
of course.
I couldn't just be a fucking brilliant fucking doctor, but whatever.
Nope, voodoo magic,
Voodoo
and I
magic.
somehow make it
Yeah.
back because they
Fucking-
think I'm Native American.
Look at Papa Shango over here.
Fucking, what's happening? So that's 2 storylines
Yeah,
that
yeah.
actually happen in the show. What
Sorry.
else?
All right, yeah, we gotta start getting the secrets, man. We gotta
What else are the
stick
secrets?
To the script. Stick to the script. Stick to the script.
We infiltrate Station 19's show.
So it's going to be a crossover.
So there'll be a crossover between us and 911.
Yeah.
Any fireman show, we go up and we beat them up.
And we end up making an appearance in the new Fireman movie that John Cena's in.
Yeah. We show up in that. We somehow
that.
bring Rescue Me back to the air.
Yeah.
And fight Dennis Leary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where is he?
Is he here today?
He's probably here today. He's probably dressed as an orc.
Oh, he's dressed as a gelfling.
Leary is a guest star. Let's talk about that. How would he work in that show?
He would be awesome.
Dude, he would
Could you
fit in
imagine?
so fucking
He would be
well.
so good.
Yeah, man, it would definitely work.
The guest stars we do have for this season are pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing because we can't afford amazing. No. Everybody's awesome. We're really lucky, excited.
Like all the cops are back. You
All
know
the
what
cops
I
are
mean?
back
Like,
this
that's just- It's so
season.
great to like live in those characters with them, and
They're so funny.
so funny, man.
And then, and we get to do more of the same, and then a little bit, like we were saying, they're letting us, in the first season you kind of meet everybody, and then this season they're writing for us a lot more.
Yeah.
So we get to have a lot more fun, and it feels like less work because we're just goofing off.
So you all are just getting like the parts that that aren't as good. Everything that we do when the camera is off is so much better.
Oh man!
So y'all are getting like a good 70% of.
You're getting
Is that's probably even too much?
That's too much. You're getting about 12%.
Yeah.
No, you're getting a good feeling. Well, the great thing about Kevin and Steve too is they have an eye for what they find is funny and what they pick up on.
Yeah.
So a lot of the first season is like moments where it's improvised, where you can really feel the sense of everybody playing.
Mm-hmm.
So because of that, I feel like a lot of that, only 2 weeks in, we've laughed harder in the last 2 weeks.
And it's more of a structure now, I feel like, too, right?
Yeah.
Like now we got to make sure we get like the scripted takes because that didn't happen a lot in the first season. We got to make sure we get the scripted takes.
We got yelled at.
We got punished.
We got punished. They were like, hey, we never got the scripted stuff. We're like, oops.
Sorry.
My man.
So now we have a structure of like, we get the scripted stuff.
Do
and
the
then
scripted first.
It's like, being on that lead, and then they let it go, and then we get
They
to
let it
just
go, and then
have
we leave.
fun. Yeah.
They let go of the leash, and then we become wild animals.
Yeah. I can't do it here because I'm not on set, but.
Yeah.
No, man, it's okay. It look like these
Yeah.
iPhones are expensive. I don't want to pay for that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, what you don't realize is that Marcus breaks a lot of shit on set.
Bro, I promise you I would make a lot more money if I wasn't getting these fines.
Yeah.
From these companies. Yeah. How you guys doing? Having fun? Are you all living the dream right now? Yeah, I'm shit, man. I've never done this before, so I'm feeling like, okay, this is what it is.
My first New York Comic Con. Yeah.
So
it's awesome to be here. Yeah. The first one here.
What was your other one? San Diego?
Yeah. That's a madhouse. This is like you get to actually like enjoy it. This is awesome, and it's also like for this show, and I'm excited for it, and excited that we're shooting this. And, so this is easy.
Are y'all into comic books at all? Y'all like comic books? Okay. This was interesting. They still call it Comic Con, but it's
They have a whole separate one for comic books in the summer.
Oh, I see.
Which makes no sense.
That's called Comic Book Con?
It's called the New Edition.
Huh.
Special edition.
Bobby Brown hosting. Sure.
Johnny Gill and
Johnny Gill and Bobby Brown.
They host it together. And then Ralph Tresvant tries to show up, and they're like, man, you've been out of the group for a minute.
You're done, bro. You're done.
Yeah.
Close the door on.
It must be awesome working with Steve and Kevin. They're
Legends.
such a,
Legends.
an easy, it seems like an easy group to work with.
Bro, you got to look at history, and you got to look at like these duos. Like there's a history of comedic duos throughout history, and I definitely feel like Kevin and Steve have made a mark enough to say like, wow, man, these dudes are they're really on the brink of something. You know what I mean? And
they're amazing at working together this long and still having that kind of healthy relationship that they have. And able to come up with this stuff and really back each other up with the ideas. And then we look at them and we're like, holy shit, how'd you guys come up with this? And how are you still on the same page? And we'll see them have questions about things, but they
got a trust for each other.
They have a trust,
it's great, man, because like I said, I haven't been doing this long, and to be able to watch people do it at this level and with that kind of friendship, you're like, man, it's possible to do that. Like, it's possible to like have your friends and work together in the industry where like that is rare. So but for me to witness it and see it, and to be able to be a part of other projects where it's like those are rare experiences. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm learning a lot watching these guys, man. It's awesome.
What do you guys think?
Oh
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Beer Fest.
Oh, Beer Fest.
Nah, man.
Hey, man, did I step on your interview, bro? Hey, bro.
Hey, bro.
Hey, bro. Did I step on your interview, bro?
I just want to come over and liven things up a bit over here.
Yeah, man.
Because I heard laughter over here, but nothing over here.
Yeah. We're gonna fix it in post.
Okay, good. That's what we always do with you guys.
Yeah.
Oh! Always with the zingers.
Yeah.
Great.
He meant it though. I have to fix a lot of stuff in ADR.
Those things.
Because I mumble a lot. That's true. That's 1,000,000% true. Whatever, man. I don't like to talk to people. No.
Thank you guys so much for having us. And appreciate it. Hopefully we'll see each other around. Go New York!
I'm probably going to leave right now.